I like to do science because I like to try to answer questions, and complex questions is just a bigger challenge, and having some challenges is something I just strive to solve. Being a data-driven scientist, sometimes you'll end up in a biological pathway you don't have any expertise in, but that's okay, you'll try to figure out what it means. My name is Carmen Argmann. I'm an associate professor here in the Genetics and Genomic Sciences department at Mount Sinai. We focus on two complex diseases, inflammatory bowel disease and type 2 diabetes. The goals of the research are pretty easy, actually, but it's really to define novel biological processes underlying a disease, and then test that, and then try to turn that into a therapy. But there's many factors that will lead to the presentation of the disease. And in order to really tease that apart, we need high-resolution data. We then need to synthesize it and put it back together. And one of the ways we put this together is through network models. Once we have all of these numbers, we need to be able to integrate them and try to derive novel insights. And once we find that, through either collaborations with pharmaceutical companies or through further research, we could design clever therapies. I have always strove for the most complicated question, and I think the time that I spent being a scientist in many different labs allowed me to see connections, I think, that people haven't made. To make new connections is pretty exciting, I think. It feels like you can actually make a contribution that will live on.